What's going on, everyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and today I'm here to give you my review for Hatsune Miku Project Diva F, which is a Sony exclusive. So let me go ahead and start by going over the graphics. How's the visual aspect within the game? And I gotta say, the graphics are great. One thing I did like is that while you're trying to focus on hitting the right notes within the game, you also have some really nice visual aspects going on within the backgrounds. Depending on what song you're playing, fits the tone really well in terms of the visual aspect. And when I first started playing the game, at first it was a bit distracting because you're trying to hit the notes, but at the same time you're trying to watch the actual video playing in the background. But after getting used to the game, you get used to hitting the notes and watching the video at the same time. But overall, the visuals within the game are excellent. It's really bright and colorful and something to enjoy. As for the gameplay is fun and addicting. What you're going to be doing within the game is matching the tones on screen in order to get a high score, and if you happen to pass the song, you get to unlock an additional song and of course a lot of customization options for your character as well. Now within the game, you only have two difficulty levels when you first start off, which is easy and normal. If you happen to be a level and pass it on a normal difficulty level, you get to unlock that song in a higher difficulty level, and you have one more after that, which means the song is going to become much more challenging. Now within the different songs, each song has their own different speeds. You may have a slow song or a really fast song. Now one thing at least that did affect me, that might affect you or probably not, is that when you're getting used to all the fast songs, which is pretty much my personal preference, and then next thing you know you have a slow song and it kind of throws you off. But that's just for a brief moment. But the overall gameplay is fun and simple. It's pretty much like Dance Dance Revolution. However, the actual notes in which you have to press are going all over the screen, and at first it's distracting, especially when you have all the crazy stuff happening within the background in terms of the visual aspect. But once you get the hang of the game is really fun and addicting, and the gameplay is really fun as well. Now in terms of the customization option, it's pretty much you could add different costumes for your character. So you could have different outfits, you could add some cat ears or whatever it is that you want to do. That's completely optional within the game, and of course when you use those options, that's how your character will look within the different depending on the song. If the character's within that song, then that's how they're going to look. But overall, the gameplay is fun and addicting, and it's really well worth checking out. As for the sound, how's the overall sound within the game? And I gotta say, the sound is fantastic. Now within the game, you have about 40 to 50 different musical tracks to choose from, and all which sound excellent. Now this game is not in English at all, which means that the songs are going to be all in Japanese, which is not bothersome because the actual Japanese lyrics sound really good within the game. But like I said, this game does offer about 40 to 50 different tracks to play on. Each have their own different genres, but the soundtrack overall is fantastic no matter what song you're going to choose to play on. As for the lifespan, what kind of lifespan do we see in a game like this? And this game has a really good lifespan, and here's why. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, what is there to do once you've unlocked every single song within the game? Well, the main thing here, and the reason why to keep replaying it, is to compete against yourself in terms of trying to get the highest score possible within the game. Because you may complete a song and it's going to have your high score there, but then you may be thinking to yourself, I think I can do better. Then go replay the song and see if you can get the better score. So that's a nice reason to go back, is to compete against yourself, to try to do better and improve on your previous score. So it's a nice competition between yourself, especially since you do have 4 different difficulty levels to choose from. You do have pretty much a really good reason to go back and replay it again. And of course the songs are fantastic to go back to, especially if you're in the mood to play something like a rhythm-based game. Here's a really good rhythm-based game to choose from. But the overall lifespan in this game is really fun, and of course it's nice. What you can also do is to do like a competition with your friends. Like maybe you do a song and then your friend goes onto his profile and then he does the same song, and to see who got the highest score. So you could do like a competition like that as well. But overall, the lifespan is really good within the game. It's a nice, game to come to play like a 2-player mode, or just to compete against yourself to try to get the high score. But the overall lifespan within the game is really good, and one I would recommend. As for the innovative, was there anything new here, or was this something that we already seen before? I would say the innovative here is the amount of customization options within the game that you're able to do, and of course to edit and customize your own tracks as well is a really nice touch within the game. But overall, this game was really fun and addicting, and at the end, I'm going to give this game a full 10 out of 10. If you guys would like to check out some gameplay, you guys could check the link down below. Anyways, I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion, and remember, Gamerfuzion empowers your gaming.